Yo! What up, though? Crazy. It's 2023. Last time y'all seen us, you know what I'm talking about? It was 2022. You heard me? And we back for the new year, man. We got a great episode for you today. This is episode 9, the second to last episode of the season. We got a big surprise for you for episode 10, the last episode of the season. I can't wait to share it with you, but you're going to have to wait on it. You did. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all of our fans, watchers, fans, and listeners. We appreciate you. Before we go up today, man, before we get into the show, I really got to say a couple things, man. First and foremost, man, I got to really shout out my guy, Ricky, man. Miss Cece, if y'all know Miss Cece from the show, I met Miss Cece from her brother. We were doing business together. My man Rick West is in the hospital, man, with kidney failure. Both his kidneys have failed on him. He's on dialysis. Like, man, you know what I mean? So I just really want to make sure that I put a shout out and to get well soon and keep fighting Brody and all of that into the universe, because that's my guy, you know what I'm talking about, and I want to make sure that he knows that there's people out here that truly love on him, care about him, and all that. We're gonna talk about Damar Hamlin today as well, but one thing that kind of bothers me about us ordinary people is that we go through things every day and we don't get the publicity or the media that the stars get, or that the famous people get, or that could be broadcasted across the world, like, Mr. Damar Hamlin. And no disrespect to him or his family. I'm glad he's doing better. We're going to go into that later. But there's a whole bunch of people all over the place that's going through stuff, man, and they never get the praise, the flowers, or the prayers that they deserve. So I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there. Also, I think the young lady name is Shamika from Desert Oasis. She basically had the same situation that Damar had on a flag football game, and unfortunately, this young lady didn't make it, and she's a sophomore here in Las Vegas, and you don't see that all over the country. You don't see that all over the world. You don't see people talking about pray for her. So we're going to discuss it all, you know what I mean? But I wanted to make sure I put that out there for the new year, new energy, you know what I mean, positive energy. I just want my guy to know that he's in our prayers, and we here at the round table are definitely praying for him and his family, as well as Miss Cece. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's get into the recap of episode 8. Feel me? Real quickly. Episode 8, I gave you the WTFs. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate y'all, all the fans, watchers, and viewers, man. Everybody talking about they like the bucks, you know what I'm talking about? So I really appreciate that. You already know what it is. We talked about Miss Brittany Griner's release. You know what I'm talking about? Miss CC came on with the You Fancy. You know what I'm talking about? We also discussed in the last episode R. Kelly dropping a 13-track album, which was kind of crazy because he's in jail. You know what I mean? So we wasn't really sure how that was working and how that go and how he did that, but we talked about it. You did. We got back with What You Need to Know in Hip Hop with Mr. Cowboy, and he talked about the new Alter Egos album, and I appreciate my cousin for that and bringing that up and talking about that as well. Thank you. You heard me? And then lastly, we talked about topic number 3 in episode 8 was the San Francisco killer robots. They got robots out there. They got RoboCops. They got, you know what I'm talking about? They really got robots out there policing the streets. And we talked about how dangerous that could really get, and then who's really in control of these robots, and then who's to say if these robots are being able to dissect certain situations, have some empathy or sympathy, you know what I mean? Like, how are these robots going to be programmed to work and deal with certain situations? It's going to be kind of weird. You know what I mean? So we talked about that too. Go back, check out episode 8 if you did not see some of those topics. If you'd like to hear more about those topics, please do. You heard me? Because of the new year, we got everybody coming in at different times today. Miss CC won't be in today. Chris is on a flight right now. He's going to try to get in late. Miss Tennessee, you might have just seen Miss Tennessee walk through the wrong side. Miss Tennessee just walked through the door, you know what I'm talking about? So she trying to find her place to sit down at and do what she do. You know what I'm talking about? Cowboy gonna be coming in a little bit late. He driving in from Washington, D.C. He went to the fight last night. You know what I'm talking about? Mr. Ray's son is in the building. Miss Mama is in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Tennessee trying to get in the building. I don't know what she's doing. She over here standing next to me like, I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm showing you.
That ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. What am I going to do? I can't do nothing with that. What you talking about?
Give me the Wi-Fi.
What you mean? So we in here. You know what I'm talking about? Working. I see we got comments already going up. Good morning. B Cook, what up, Biggs? Good to see you. Thank you for tapping in. You heard me. Let's check it out right here. Let's do it like this today. I want to go into the WTFs. You heard me? We going into the WTFs today. Episode 9. You know what I'm talking about? Next 2 weeks, we got episode 10. We're going to do something special. I hope y'all ready. I'm super excited about it. Before I do, let me say my what's up to my guest panel that's here. We'll bring them in as we can. First and foremost, my guy, you know what I'm talking about, Fifth Element's own. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Ray's son. What up, Brody?
What up, man? Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year. You already know what it is. I like that scarf, though. That scarf is hitting hard, boy.
Man, you know me, man. A little unity, man. A little unity amongst the people.
I like that, man. We're going to get into your New Year here in a little minute, though. But you got any shout-outs, anything you want to say to anybody in the New Year?
Shout out to the Fifth Element Hip Hop, my squad. Shout out to Vegas. Shout out to the Round Table. Shout out to 420 in Vegas, the other squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, let's go, man. Let's have a great New Year, man.
We linked up all the way in there. You know what I'm talking about? Unity at its fullest. You dig what I'm talking about? Appreciate you being here this morning, Brody. You already know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Let me bring in my homegirl, man. She fresh and ready this morning. She look like she been up since about 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm talking about? She fresh. She probably done have about 2-3 cups of coffee. She ready. You know what I'm talking about? The one and only Miss Mama. What up, though?
What's up? No, I have not actually. I got up an hour ago.
Oh, you did? And you got ready right fast then.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you ready. I like your Christmas tree. You know that's bad luck, though, right?
Listen, as long as it took me to put this damn tree up, it's part of the den now. It's staying.
Oh, you say you're gonna leave it in there all? Say it's gonna be there all year.
No, I won't. I can't. But I'm serious. As long as it took, I should. Like, this damn thing is huge.
I ain't mad at you. I told y'all already I wasn't doing a Christmas tree this year. I didn't do one. I decorated my crib though, but I definitely didn't do no Christmas tree. My mama always tell me, if you end the year with a Christmas tree, you cannot start you can't start the new year with that same tree. You can't have 2 trees in 1 year. Now, that might be some country shit, but it's definitely some shit my mama told me. You dig what I'm talking about? So I'm just telling you.
Coming down today now.
Yeah, get your juju right. Whatever you got to do, get your juju right. Or don't have no Christmas tree next year or something. You already know what I'm talking about.
I got
Let's get into it, man. Miss Mama, Mr. Ray's son is in the building. Miss Tennessee is on her way in right now. You need the Wi-Fi. Come on, my guy, you clowning. I mean, but you all in my picture and all kinds of shit. Can you get on, sit down somewhere? That's crazy. We on air and everything. You clowning. Like, that's crazy. You should have did that shit before you walked out this motherfucker. That's super crazy.
It was hooked.
Then why ain't it hooked now? That don't make sense.
Oh, it's in the car. It's right here.
That's crazy. Let's see here. We're gonna get the what the fucks in here as soon as I get this one together because she's tripping. Check it out. WTF. What the fuck is going on in the new year already? Check this out. Did y'all know that 2 billion people gonna be traveling in China for the Great Migration over the next 40 days? I ain't never heard of no shit like this. And when I looked it up, I thought it was going to be like traveling, like the holiday traveling. You know, in America, when it's holiday season, everybody on planes, trains, and automobiles. You dig what I'm talking about? But they talking about in China, they just gonna migrate to different places because this is what they do. So people gonna move to new places. People gonna move into new homes. People are changing cities just because this is called the Great Migration. I don't understand. I'm a bit confused. But 2 billion people gonna be moving around the country? That's a what the moment. You understand me? That's crazy. 2 billion people moving around the country in the next 40 days. I'm gonna do some more research on that. It don't make sense to me. Here's number 2. What the fuck? Russia is bragging about killing over 600 Ukrainian soldiers in what they say is a revenge attack for Ukraine attacking them. Now, you know how Putin been acting, right? Come to find out, if you check the newspapers in Ukraine, Ukraine is saying that more than half of those 600 Ukrainian soldiers were actually citizens, civilians, regular people. They done killed 300 regular people just because. And then they trying to claim it as soldiers. Now, let me say this real quick. If anybody come to America and they start attacking America and they attack Vegas first, you damn right I'm going to be outside. I got a couple guns. We ain't going to really talk about that. But you damn right I'm going to be outside shooting at people that ain't supposed to be here to protect my own home. Factual. That don't make me a soldier. It just makes me protecting my home and my home country. Now, can you consider me a soldier? No. I ain't in the military. I'm just protecting what's mine. So I don't know about how you viewers and fans and listeners feel, but I just feel like, if the people protecting their country, their land, and you bragging about killing them, that ain't nothing to brag about, if you want my opinion. But again, that's definitely a what the fuck is going on in here? You dig me? Couple more for you. Listen. And this tugs at my heartstrings a little bit because I don't really understand. And I think the politics of the world is weird right now. But we're going to talk about this today, too. In Las Vegas, right outside of Las Vegas, actually, they're going to start building a new retirement village for people like 50 and over, I want to say. They're going to build a whole community. If you know what Summerlin is, if you know what Anthem is, if you know what Green Valley is, they're about to build a whole community for retired people. That sounds pretty cool, right? Wrong. Because we have one of the highest homeless numbers in America. We have more homeless people in Vegas than other cities have regular people. Factual. So since we talking about building a retirement village, why we ain't building a homeless village? Why we not building some of them little sheds or them little one-room homes for some of these homeless people so these people can try to get back on their feet, try to find jobs, you know what I'm saying, feed themselves. I'm not mad at the retirees and these people. They put in some work. You have the right to retire. But let's be a little bit smarter about what we doing in our community because we got a bunch of homeless people, and I don't know if y'all been in Vegas recently, but this is one of the coldest winters I done ever been a part of when it comes to Vegas. It's super cold out here right now. The only thing we ain't got this winter is snow. And if it keep going the way it's going right now, I wouldn't doubt that we might have snow in January and February. I'm just telling you, real talk. But why aren't we looking out for the homeless? Why aren't we trying to help the needy? It's money out there, I promise. Two more. I don't know how I feel about this yet. And I don't want to talk bad about nobody. Because y'all know I'm bald. You know what I'm talking about? I am bald, right? But do y'all know they making lace fronts for dudes? They got lace fronts wigs for dudes. Caesar haircuts, braids, afros, high tops. Like I can go to the barbershop right now and go get me a whole new set of hair right now. I'm talking about, y'all know what Ray Sun looked like, right? on Tuesday, I could have full dreads on Tuesday. You know what I'm talking about? I could go get me a full dreaded wig on Tuesday. I could be bald on Sunday and have braids on Monday. I don't know how y'all feel about this. Well, I don't know if men supposed to be walking around in wigs and getting lace fronts. I'm bald. Let me say it again. I ain't talking about nobody but myself. If you feel offended, that's on you. But if you going out and you got a hair problem, you should go bald. Go bald, man. Bald is in, man. They love us bald men, I promise. But if you talking about going to go get some fake braids where they slap it on your head, kind of glue you in, and then you walk out the barbershop with braids and you was bald when you walked in, I don't know. That's definitely a what the fuck? I'm telling you, crazy. I already know what my kids would do if I came on school Friday and I didn't have no hair, and then I came back to school on Monday and I had dreads. I think they would trip out. They would probably lose their mind. It would be crazy. Last one. And this is something about the new year. This is one of mine. I shouldn't say New Year's resolution, but it's just something I'm feeling very strongly about in the new year. Are you guys aware, fans, listeners, viewers, are you aware that 80% of our fast food has dangerous chemicals in it that are not healthy or good for our bodies, yet America approves these chemicals in the food that we eat? Are you aware that these chemicals are banned and outlawed in other countries, but in America, they are approved for us to eat? Yeah, we're going to sit here for a minute and think about that. They are feeding us dangerous chemicals in our food that they know can kill us or make us sick, yet they approve them for fast food restaurants to serve it or use it in their food. Population control? Maybe. What am I saying? You know, everybody think I'm a conspiracy theorist anyway. What does it matter? It don't even matter. Just think about what you eating this year. Think about how your body feels when you eat that fast food. Think about what it does to you later on in the day after you've eaten that fast food. It ain't me, it's you. I'm talking about me. You should be talking about you. Just try to keep it 1,000. Try to live a little healthier in 2023. You heard me? Now we got the what the out the way. You dig what I'm talking about? Because that's crazy. You understand? That's crazy. I hope y'all look up some of the topics that we talked about today. I'm going to bring in my panel, and we're going to go into some of these topics that we have today. But beforehand today, this is the New Year's edition. So I'm going to try to get all my panel members to kind of check in with us about their new year, maybe some of their New Year's goals, resolutions, ideas, what they trying to get done in this 2023. You heard me? Let me bring the panel in, and we're going to get this thing started. You dig, you dig, you dig, you dig, you dig. What up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
What up?
Good morning.
That's crazy. You might be loud like that because you hiding out in my bathroom right now. That's crazy. I don't know why she's in the bathroom. And that's where she went right now. That's crazy.
Because the shower head's in there.
The shower. Listen, be careful with that because my mama and my daughter in that same area. So I'm gonna need her to keep it. No, don't go triple X because my mama and my daughter in there. Please keep it.
That's how y'all starting off, huh?
I didn't say anything. That's all I.
That's how we bring the new year in. You see what it is? Mama, I started.
Let's go, guys.
That's how we bring the new year in. We gonna start like we left. Apparently, we starting like we left. You heard me?
Right.
I see ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed since last year, I see. You understand me? Before we get started, let's and I'll mute out everybody. So 10, maybe you won't get so much feedback. Let's go with you, Tennessee. Let's start with your New Year's check-in. How was your New Year's?
Perfect. Okay, there we go. We had family. food. Yeah, I'm trying not to echo, so I hear it. But anyway, um, what's new this year for me? My time. My time. That's it. I don't have time. I ain't had time in 4 years. And love. I ain't looking for love, but it's gonna hit me. Am I ready? No. Hell no. I'm scared. Just gonna put that out there. But of course, the shower head is perfect. I think we might get married, but I don't know yet because I might find love. But I know that one man, because his he is the silver man. He won't leave me. He won't forsake me, and he won't cheat on me. So I'm gonna be good this year. Yeah, and focus. And then plus I'm a manager. I gotta learn how to keep my feelings from reacting when it comes to my business. It's stressful. But other than that, we good. We gonna turn up. I'm gonna do a lot more sexing, and that's it. So what's up, 2023? Calm down, girl. Calm down. Okay, I'm back.
So you gotta mute her sometime. You gotta mute her sometime. I don't think we made it through a show yet where we didn't have to mute her ass. You understand? We gotta mute her sometimes. Because sometimes she just go too far. She knows she go. Anyway, Miss Mama, you talk to me. How's your new year?
It was quiet. I'll be honest.
Hold on.
I
Don't
took
tell me
my.
nothing. No, don't tell me nothing. I'm gonna come back to you. I got a section for you. I was going
Okay.
too fast. I was going too fast. I'm moving past the agenda. I want to hear how everybody's New Year's is, but I got you at a certain time. So you got to wait for a minute, Miss Mama. I apologize. I ain't mean to cut you off, beautiful. My bad.
It's
You
okay.
know what it is. Listen, your Christmas tree popping, though. That's all I'm saying. The Christmas tree is popping, though. You heard me say it? So listen.
Thank you.
So listen. Look at. Let's go to topic number one. I don't know if y'all see too. I'm big energy Capricorn cracking, and you know what it is. I'm on that today. Listen, it might get a little emotional. The conversation probably gonna get a little deeper than we're used to as far as this kind of topic is concerned. But I want to go into the Damar Hamlin situation. And forgive me for those that are watching. It's like, yo, I've had enough of this. I get it. Listen, I get it. But I'm a football coach, ex-football player. And a lot of people really don't take into consideration that when we watching these football games from Little League to the NFL, that these young men, even women that are playing tackle football now, they risk their lives every play. Something could happen every play. You could break your neck. You could have a concussion that is so sincere that you don't come back from that concussion. You could be a vegetable due to a concussion. As we just seen with Damar Hamlin, he took a unforeseen shot to the chest. And the way this happened is so remarkable because they said it's like a 1 in a million chance that it could have happened this same way again. He had to get hit directly in the chest at a certain heartbeat for his heart to do what it did. We as fans of the sport don't take into consideration that we truly watching gladiators play a sport. We're truly watching young men and women put their life on the line for merely our entertainment or a bag. A lot of these athletes are playing this sport to take care of their families because they didn't come from money or didn't have money, and this is a way that they can build generational wealth for their family. Yet they risk their lives every play. I don't think people really understand. So I wanted to talk to my panel today, and we're going to dive in deep. But to me, This is one of the most scariest affairs that we've seen in sports history. We can name more. I remember being a kid, and I forget the figure skaters. Tanya Harding, maybe, is her name. When she stabbed the other girl with the knife because she wanted to win. Right? I could think about what the boy name was. Bowie. He got drafted from Kentucky. He was first in front of Michael Jordan. I want to say he died playing basketball as well. There's another guy, probably a little bit longer back than that. I was probably like 8, 7, maybe. Shit, I might have been younger than that. But a fight happened in basketball. One of the other players from the other team running across the court, socked him while he was running towards him, and he died from that punch. Literally died from a punch that he took on the basketball court. Panel, please chime in and tell me what y'all think about this, because this right here is some of the scariest stuff I done ever seen in sports.
Who's going first?
Whoever you want to.
I'll just jump in real quick. Tanya Harding didn't get stabbed. she got hit with like a little metal pipe or something. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she stabbed her. Did she stab her with a knife?
No, not at all.
Tanya Harding had did that to Nancy Kerrigan.
Nancy Kerrigan got stabbed, or she got hit with something?
She got hit
with a metal. Yeah.
Oh, she hit her with a metal pole?
Yeah, I think one of the little police things or something.
Oh, that definitely ain't the same shit. I thought she stabbed the girl. See how my recollection is all bad. I thought that woman got stabbed. Like, damn, you want to win that bad? You stabbed that woman? That's crazy. Go ahead, bro. What you got?
It's very unfortunate. What do I think? I'm kind of confused. What do you mean? What do I think?
Like, how do you feel about this situation? Like, what does it make you feel like inside? Like, like. To me, it brings up a lot of emotion. So I'm trying not to speak on it too much. I want y'all to kind of talk about it.
No, it's crazy. Just the hit. Am I echoing?
No, you good.
Okay. It's just hella unfortunate. I think are we going to? Should the game have been played or stopped? Is that what we're talking about here?
You can talk about that too. So let me talk about some of the topics that we talking about in this, right? I definitely want to talk about, should the Bills and the Bengals continue the game, right? Should they come back and finish that game? All right, number one.
Right.
Number two, and me and a friend got in a debate about it. You know what I mean? And I really had to walk away from the debate because he was saying other times people have gotten hurt on the football field. They put them on a cart. They take him off on a cart and they continue the game. That's what they should have did for him. Hold on, bro. He was dead on the field, bro. He was dead. His heart had stopped, bro. They are giving him CPR to try to revive him, and you're worried about putting him on a cart, taking him off the field so they could continue the game.
Right. Yeah, when it comes to that, I'm like, damn that football game. You know what I'm saying? That man's life, his team. You saw everybody praying and crying. I know people paid their money, and that was right at the beginning of the game. But damn that football game, they can reschedule. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because being a fan, you understand that man is hurt and whatnot. But it was the beginning of the game. People probably flew from different states and whatnot. I know his life was on the line, but man, pull that man off the field, take him wherever you got to do, and resume the game, man. 34. You know, baseball, damn, they'll get rained out. They'll have a rain delay for 2 hours.
Facts.
So the sensitivity behind his situation, but America is a money country. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
the NFL is $1 billion franchise. So, like I said, with that being said, people flying from different states, you know what I'm saying, different times, get that man on the field and resume the game. But I know he was messed up and all, but
That's
what
tough.
do you do? It's what, 20,000 people or something in that stadium?
Facts. And I'm not mad at that, bro. But being an ex-football player, I'm telling you right now, when something like that happens, it could be an injury or somebody broke their leg, broke their arm.
Right.
We feel a certain way about it. You know what I'm saying? It makes you human instantly. See, maybe what a lot of people don't understand is when we as football players out there playing, we don't feel like humans. We feel like superhumans. We feel like heroes. We feel like monsters, animals. There's nothing that can hurt us. And when something happens on that field where you see somebody get hurt, or even in an instance when you literally see somebody die on the football field, it makes you vulnerable. You don't enter the football game the next play like, yeah, let's get back to it. It really hits you like, oh, shit, it could be me next.
Yeah.
So I get what people are saying, but for me to have been there and dealt with these type of things, never a death on the football field. I'm not saying that. But me being a football player and seeing things like this similar happen, it affects us as football players, especially the duration of the time that happened with DeMar. You know what I mean? They were there for like 30 minutes, almost an hour, trying to revive him. People are praying. I done stopped my football feelings. I'm worried about my friend now. It'd have been tough, Ray-Son, for me to go back into a football game and finish that game. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand. I
That would have been tough for me.
I feel like it's two sides to it, from the players to the fans.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because I think to the fans, some of those players are damn superhuman, superheroes also. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Facts.
But being from the fan side.
No, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
No, you're right. I'm just saying, just being from the fan side and kind of getting there and taking the days off and all that, not knowing that the man, the fans weren't knowing that he was dead or dying. They probably just thought he was really fucked up, maybe even a broken neck or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But let's get him on the field, take and get the game resumed. But not knowing that he was dead. I don't think the fans and all that were knowing that. They were just thinking he's fucked off, like usual players get fucked off in a drastic way. Excuse my language, y'all.
No, absolutely, I get it, and I understand where you're coming from. Mama, what you got on it?
When that happened, I was actually out at a restaurant and it was playing in the background, and we were watching it, and then we seen like everybody huddle around, and then it kind of came out what happened, and it honestly, it really bothered me for like the rest of the night, the next day, because my son plays football and he wants to be a Cardinal so bad. I know, you with your Eagles, be quiet, but I'm just saying, like, he wants to play football so bad, and his dad doesn't want him to play because of CTE and all these other things. But like, what about stuff like this? Like, it really, like I said, it really, really bothered me. And then it got me to thinking, and especially having dealt with cancer this last year, like how life is just so fickle and you just never know what's going to happen, what's around the corner for you and how that's going to play out. Now, I can say, if I was a player and then you've seen that all the players' expressions on their face, there's no way in hell that they could have went back out there and played, because all of them were so shook. I don't even think they would know what to do. Right. And as far as doing it now, as going back and playing now, I don't know. I still think there's going to be that. It's almost like when, I don't know, you have an injury on the field like that or whatever. Like, as soon as you go back out there, like your first time back, you're kind of like, I don't know, you're kind of nervous, And the other thing that people didn't really talk about was that field is like, they're saying is like cursed, because all these freaking injuries are happening on that field. Like, so if you are going to resume the game, can you please put it somewhere else? Like, that's my take on it.
No, I agree. I say again, I agree. I have to agree, because I've seen somebody break their hip and the foot turn backwards, like the hip broke and his foot turned backwards, so his toes was facing behind him, and we went crazy. Oh shit! Oh, that's crazy! Oh, whoa, that's nasty! Oh, I gotta go to the sideline. I need some water. Oh shit! Right? Like, that shit blew us away. Oh, that's good. That's nice. His shit on backwards. His foot was on backwards. You feel me? Like, oh shit! Right? Now imagine your teammate dead, bro. Like, I just need people to really understand that. I think we look at sports and be like, in sports, shut up and dribble, shut up and run. What they say to Ricky Williams, run, Ricky, run. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't think you really understand, as an athlete being on that field and you see that shit happen, you like, oh shit. You become
Right.
instantly vulnerable. You like, yo, maybe I'm not as indestructible as I thought I was. Maybe lifting all them weights don't really mean nothing because it didn't stop him from getting hurt. You feel me?
I definitely thought about that too. I was like, sorry, Red.
No, go
I
ahead.
thought how many players are going to start to think afterwards, like, oh shit, that could have been me, and are they going to rethink their line of work? Because I know there's some people that NFL, that's it for them, but there's other people that have a backup. You know what I mean? Or they might, like I said, they just might think, I don't know if I want to do this. And then
give you a little
the other
bit
part.
deeper. Let me give you a little something deeper in my mind. I'm gonna let you finish, but listen to this.
Okay.
Because I need people really to understand this part. If you are within your first 3 years of NFL and you get hurt like that or you die, you don't get an NFL pension. So if I'm in my rookie or my second year in the league, or I'm at the middle of my third year, you got to finish 3 years to get your NFL pension. If I'm in my first or second year, middle of my third, and I die, there's no pension for me in that. There's no help. There's nothing. That's just life insurance now. The NFL can wipe their hands like, hey, he didn't meet the criteria to get NFL pension. I got a homie right now by the name of Toomer. Feel me? Last name Toomer. Played in Vegas. I want to say went to Idaho. Had the opportunity to play for Seattle Seahawks, won a Super Bowl. He is now home, retired, dealing with some CTE and mental issues, and he's fighting to get paid. He played more than 3 years, yet he's still fighting to receive his pension and prove that he's really hurt. This is a whole difference. If that man died on the field that day, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'm going to be talking to y'all about how his family can't be taken care of now because the breadwinner just passed and the NFL is not going to cover him or give him any type of life insurance or a pension to take care of his family for the rest of their life. It's so much deeper than just football, guys. It's so much deeper than football. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Mama. Why won't you finish?
No, I was just going to say this. So like people might be rethinking that, number one. And number two, does it have fans thinking, because I know that there's a lot of people like, why the hell did they get paid so much? Maybe now they might realize a little bit more. It's almost like putting your life on the line as I don't mean to, because I know there's going to be some backlash if I say this, but because my mom's a vet. So, but it's almost like putting your life on the line, like as if you're in the military. Like, granted, it's in spurts. I get it. It's not the same. So don't come for me. But I'm just saying, like, there's vets that are also doing the same thing. They're fighting for their pension. They fought for they're dealing with PTSD. It's similar. I'm not saying they're the same. It's similar.
Facts. No, I agree. No, I totally agree. And again, like I said, it's something. If you want my opinion, and we'll end here. Ray, son, you got anything? Tennessee, you got anything? Anything y'all want to put in on it?
It's just emotional. When I seen the clip, because they always putting shit on Facebook, it just brought back the memory of my brother getting hit when he was on the court, and he had a concussion. So the emotions and the thoughts and the visions, it was there, and I was like, I got emotional. And he is no longer in the NBA, but just the thought of what happened to that man on that field, it just like, it's sad. It's like you said, it's emotional. It's sad. It's something I didn't want to think about ever again. And then seeing him on the football field literally brought the vision of my brother laying out. So it was emotional. I don't like that. And until this day, I promise you, if I see BJ Armstrong, I'm liable to hit him because I felt like what happened, like that's angry. It's emotional. I ain't forgot about it. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's it.
Think of the fans, man. Think of the fans. Think of that money spent. You know what I'm saying? Think of people coming from Hawaii or I mean, I know that man's life is on the line and whatnot, and I'm not trying to get my Skip Bayless on and be insensitive. But from the fan standpoint, you know what I'm saying? Get that man off the field and resume the game. That's just my, you know what I'm saying? I understand what he went through, but man, some of these fans, you know, y'all know what it is. Y'all been to football games before, so it's a pretty goddamn ticket, and especially when you coming from across the country or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the game must go on, man.
Factual.
That's my standpoint.
And I agree with you in the sense that it is a business, right? The business part don't understand the athletic part, and the athletic part don't always understand the business part, right? It's definitely two sides to the coin. I totally agree with you there, Ray Son, but I say again, as an athlete, I would not have been able to do it. I'm looking at coach.
Right.
He'd be like, okay, Black, get back on the field. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm done today. So if that means you cut my payment or whatever money I'm supposed to be getting for this game, cool. But I'm done with that shit today. I'm done today. I'm not playing today. I probably would have took my shoulder pads and helmet off and all that shit. Like, yeah, I'm done with this shit today. I'm not doing this today. Right. And I'm sure the NFL needs to look into refunding. I agree with you, Mike. They need to refund these people that came to that game. Now, they might not get travel expenses and all that refunded, but at least refund them people the tickets for the game back, or give them a ticket to the next game or a playoff game. And if your team don't make the playoffs, then they get a ticket for the next year game, something, but somehow try to help the fans while also being sensitive to the situation that happened on the field. Totally understand where you're coming from, Ray Son. Totally. I disagree with the move of get them off the field and continue playing the game. But I understand. But I understand where you're coming from, because it is a business to it. It's a business. And you're right. People might have traveled from way across the world. You know what I'm saying? Way across the world to come to this game. And then I only got a quarter and a half, and now the game over. Like, I get it. But it makes me feel a certain kind of way in here.
No, definitely. And what I'm doing is I'm like being partial, and I'm speaking from both sides.
Yeah, I know. You're playing devil's advocate. I see what you're doing today.
Yeah,
I see what you're doing today. I ain't mad at you.
From the football side, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But from the fan side, some of them motherfuckers, like I said, you're coming from different places and whatnot. Motherfuckers maybe never go to a game again in their life. You know what I'm saying?
No, facts. No, I get it.
Both sides of the story, though.
I get it. Let me talk about this real quick so that we don't, again, I don't want to just talk about DeMar and forget about us regular people. So this, I think about a week ago, Ashari Hughes from Desert Oasis High School here in Las Vegas died in a girls' flag football game. She also died on the field. Feel me? Well, let me take it back. I shouldn't say she died on the field. I want to say they reassessed her on the field. They made sure she was good enough to get into an ambulance to go to the hospital. She got to the hospital. She died of complications later on that night in the hospital. Okay. If I'm saying anything wrong, please forgive me, correct me. I'm not here to belittle or misconstrue anything about that young lady's death, because to me, not saying nothing bad about DeMar, but this is closer to home. This is sports that I know. This is a school that I know. This is a young lady that I didn't know personally, but I watched enough football, flag football around the city. Y'all know I coach. That hit me a little bit where I'm like, yo, we got that shit happening right here. Everybody talking about what's going on in Cincinnati and what's going on in the NFL, but we got that same shit happening right here, right now. Feel me? Like right now, right here. So I want to make sure that I shout out her family, the Hughes family, her mom and dad. They struggling with it. I can understand why. I couldn't imagine my daughter or any one of my daughters dying or my stepsons dying before I did. And I definitely couldn't imagine watching one of my children play sports and dying from a game that we love to play. That's tough.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that before we end this topic, I definitely put that out there to the family. It's not much of a good holiday for them. It's not a Merry Christmas. I'm sure it wasn't a Happy New Year. But if there's anything the round table can do for the Hughes family, and anybody knows them or in touch with them or they're watching us today, please understand that you don't have no don't worry about nothing if it comes to us. If you need anything from us, please tap in. Please email us. Please hit us on Facebook, Instagram. I'm sure Fifth Element feels the same way. I know Crown Republic
Definitely.
feels that way. I know everybody on my panel probably feels exactly what I'm saying. If there's anything we can do for you and your family, the Hughes family, please don't hesitate to contact us. We are more than willing to try to help in any way we can. Rest in peace to that young lady. That's gone too far. I mean, just gone too early, too far for sports. Crazy.
Right.
Let me get off that topic. It's gonna make me emotional. So we're gonna go to the next topic. Now, Miss Mama, we're gonna talk about your New Year's. You go ahead, Miss Mama.
No, like I said, it was kind of quiet because I took my niece and my sister were visiting from Kauai, so I took them all to Disneyland and had a blast. Mind you, I'm not even a Disney person, and we had a blast. But then we came home and my sister left, and so I just needed a break, to be honest with you. So my son was here. I got him some Martinelli's. He had a robe on. He thought he was in a rap video. He went live with me, so then he felt real big. And yeah, like that's all we did. It was quiet. We listened to fireworks for hours on end until January 3rd, because that's when you have to cut it off. But apparently people love fireworks here in freaking Arizona. So
it ain't just Arizona. They was popping them before New Year's in Vegas. They was popping them after New Year's in Vegas. It ain't just Arizona.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It was crazy. And there were times that I didn't hear it. And I'm like, why the hell are my dogs freaking out? And then it's because of the damn fireworks. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing I learned about fireworks is people don't really give a damn. It could be 3:00 in the morning. It could be 7 in the morning. It's gonna be hard to see the fireworks if it's 7 in the morning. But they gonna light them things off whenever they want to, just because they got them. You feel me? They just gonna
1
do
o'clock in the afternoon. What the hell?
They just gonna do it just cause. They just gonna do it just cause. Did you guys travel anywhere? You guys stay in Arizona?
No, we stayed here. I mean, like I said, we went to Disneyland the day after Christmas and stayed there until the 29th. I came back, and then my sister then left on the 30th. So yeah, we just honestly we were here on this couch doing a live, so in front of the tree. So that was our New Year's.
That's dope. Welcome to the new year.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have you back with us. Absolutely. Let's get into topic number 2. Now, I picked this topic because a lot of people ain't talking about it, and I've been paying attention to this topic for a while since they first got married. I got some people. Soul Central Magazine, one of my business partners, is in London. I got some friends of mine that I've met from like social media that's also in London. So when they first got married, a lot of people were talking about how Meghan was treated differently and how the royal family was a bit racist. Rest in peace to the Queen, but how the Queen didn't really like Meghan and it didn't have nothing more to do with anything but her color. And I remember somebody comparing the way that they treated Meghan to the way they treated the boy's mom. What was her name?
Diana.
Princess Diana, thank you. Right? So they were kind of talking about that relationship and how it's very similar the way that they're treating Meghan and the way they treated Diana. And they speculation, let me make sure I say that. Speculation. People in London, people in the UK believe that the royal family killed Princess Diana.
Mm-hmm.
People in the UK believe that the royal family had everything to do with that car chase and the outcome in it, right? So a couple things I want to talk about today with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Is this shunning of her? Is the royal family, or are the royal family shunning her? And if they are, for what, in your opinion? Or, let me just go ahead and hit the nail on the head with this hammer I got in my hand. Is this racism? Is the royal family racist? Let's talk about it. Yeah. See how that worked? Yeah, look at everybody's face. Everybody was stuck like, oh shit, yeah. Like that today. Hold on, we can't hear you, Ray Son. Go ahead.
I said you goddamn right they're racist.
Okay,
You know
come
what I mean? Their history shows it, you know what I'm saying, of what they've stolen from the motherland and have not yet returned. And from how they treated Meghan Markle from the very beginning. So the history shows it. They our topic is shunning or racism. I don't even know what the hell shunning is.
Shunning is like, bro, like we call it blackballing. You know what I'm saying? In America, we might call it blackballing, like, yo, you did something, and now everybody in the industry is blackballing you or making you out to be something that you're not, preventing you from being able to be successful. That's like shunning. Is that what they're doing to her? I kind of agree with you. I think it's more racism than it is shunning.
Yeah. They did not want their son to marry no black woman, a black American woman at that. You know what I mean?
Speak on it. Speak on it.
It ain't hard to tell. It ain't hard to see. So, I mean, it was all in the media. It was how they were treating her. So it's not hard to see and tell. They probably accepted her because that's their son and whatnot. But we know they're racist. Period. We know their history.
Okay, I'll be honest. I did not watch this special because y'all know I don't watch TV. But from what I've read about it, I think she had a lot of different factors against her. Number one, she's black. Number two, she's American. Number three, she was like, what was that? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like one of those girls, whatever. Aspiring TV star, right? So they're looking at her like, oh, you're a gold digger. You're just trying to get in or whatever. But from what it seems like, no, he went after her. It wasn't even like that. Mm-hmm. So, but she had all these different factors against her. So they probably, in their mind, all those factors make her not good enough for him. So the shunning thing, for sure. And I don't know what their perfect person for him would look like. Because what if it was some blonde chick from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I don't think that she would be good for him either. But like I said, now Meghan Markle has even more factors working against her trying to be in this royal family.
Right. And
go ahead.
And the deeper picture is they're about to have black children, you know what I'm saying? And put that shit 20 years down the line, them children are gonna be blacker and blacker and blacker, and it started. It has started. The royal family will be goddamn looking like motherfucking Shaka Zulu and them in about goddamn 2075.
Let me say this. I do have, this is going to be crazy because y'all going to probably be like, Randy, what the hell? I do have a racist friend. I do. And we've been friends since elementary school. It's the only reason why we still friends. And I learned he was racist during the running of Trump's presidential campaign. That's when I learned how racist a lot of my friends were. I didn't know a lot of my friends had some of the racism in them that they got in them until Trump ran for president. But this friend showed his ass. He really showed his ass. Where I was really like, yo, I got to send you a message. Yo, bro, are you really racist like this? Feel me? But he was raised a certain kind of way. We talked about it. He gave me his standpoint, his political views on certain things. I gave him mine. We decided that we could still be friends, but we probably would never be as close as we were prior to that happening, right? So let me tell you just one thing that he said to me that made all the sense in the world of why racist people feel the way they feel. And it has a lot to do with the point that Mr. Ray Son just made. There are many, many, many Caucasian people that have positions of power or property, money, y'all know what I'm talking about, that feel like their culture is being threatened by the mixture of so many other races with their women, right? White women having mixed babies, black and white, Asian, whatever it is, white women are going outside of their culture to have babies with other men. The white culture feels that they are losing power and significance because their culture is being watered down by other races. I feel the same way with the royal family. I absolutely believe it's racism. I absolutely believe that the royal family is like, yo, I don't care if she's half black, a third black, is she black, and we don't want black in the royal family. Period. Now, you can shun me, you can tell me that I'm whatever you want to make me, but based upon all the actions taking place in this situation with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry is the only one that said, you know what? I love her so much, I'll walk away from the royal family to be with her. I didn't see nobody else in the royal family like, yo, let's take a minute to talk about this. Yo, Prince Harry just left. His daddy didn't even go to, I mean, I don't know, I wasn't there, but there was nothing publicly that his daddy was like, hey, yo, let's talk about this. My son just left the family. We should talk about this. You feel me? They ain't did none of that. Which shows to me that racism card is a little bit stronger than we might think or know. My opinion. Again, I could be wrong, but you know. Here's a couple questions for you. In the London paper called The Sun, the writer Jeremy Clarkson says Meghan should be paraded down the street and stoned. For what? This was then, these comments were then retracted from the newspaper, but this editor put that out there, that Meghan Markle should be paraded down the streets of London and stoned because she married Prince Harry? For what? What did she do? Why would she be stoned? I got another one for you. Since the Queen's death, rest in peace to the Queen, do you guys think that this is a sign that we are losing, or this will be the end of the monarchy? Because what's his name? What's the new king? What's his name? Prince Harry's daddy. What's his daddy name?
Charles?
Prince Charles is the new king, right?
Is that it?
Ain't he the new king?
Not for long.
But listen, if he the king, that shit is trash because ain't nobody talking about him. He ain't got no power. It looked like they don't even like him. So I'm asking again, is this the end of the monarchy? Is this going to be the end of the royalty of the family?
It should be.
No, sir.
No? It should be? Come on, somebody, go ahead. You go first, Rayson.
No, I said it's not the end. I mean, the Prince Harry's brother got kids already. He got a couple of kids. This shit's about to just keep on going. Right? How's it the end? Because the Queen died, and the King Charles, whatever his name is.
I'm talking about the power, bro. I'm talking about the respect, bro. I'm talking about what it meant to be the Queen. Queen Elizabeth, she lived a certain kind of way. She demanded respect. Everybody in the world respected the monarchy. They might not have liked it, but they respected it. Now it's like the laughing stock of the country. It's the laughing stock of the world right now. The monarchy. Like, who respects the new king?
Game of Thrones shit.
That type shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mama, what you got?
I don't know.
No, I just honestly like that it should be. Like, we don't even have Hawaiian royalty anymore, and so I'm gonna take it there. Like, how we're in 2023. Like, why is that even a thing anymore? What did they do? I don't know because I don't live there, but like, what did they really do, to run England? I don't know. I can't tell you. So I don't think they're so important that they still need to be around, if I'm being honest with you. However, I do want to ask this just because obviously one of these things is not like the other. So I'm going to put this question out there. Do you think that if roles were reversed, and let's say the royal family was an all-black family and they brought in some white woman aspiring TV star, I see you laughing. I'm just asking, do you think that she would be as accepted? Because I
Yes.
know that there's a lot of women, like there's a lot of black women that feel this way. Okay, I'm just asking.
Yes.
Because
Now,
I have a mixed kid.
It doesn't mean that they wouldn't. It doesn't mean that the black family or the black women wouldn't feel a certain kind of way. But one thing about the black culture is we are very accepting of certain things. We are very forgiving of certain things. So yes, I believe that if this was in Africa and it was this is Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm talking about? And Eddie Murphy came back from Queens with a white woman, I think his family would have looked at him funny, like, huh? You know what I'm talking about? But I think they would have been accepting of him because that's just our culture. That's just what we do. Even being beaten down, we still want to help the oppressor. That's just who we are as a culture. So I just believe that a black royal family probably would have felt a certain kind of way. Like, what? You went to Queens and got a white woman? And then when you hear it, it'll be like, okay, well, all right.
No, I agree with you. And I say that only because, you know, my mom's white and then my dad is everything else. And my dad's family, granted, we're from Hawaii, so it's a melting pot. My dad's family, very accepting. My mom's family wasn't that they weren't accepting of my dad, but it was kind of like oh, okay, because everyone else in the family is white. Like, you know what I mean? And then her little sister, my auntie, she only loves black men. So then here comes this mix or whatever. And it's to the point where my mom, I'm not kidding, my mom is white from Minnesota. And she says, I don't like white babies. And we're like, you know, you're white, right? But she says, no, they always look dirty and stuff. I'm like, you can't say shit like that, Mom. But yes, that face, yes. I'm like, you can't say shit like that. But
listen, I almost disagreed, and then I stopped myself, like, no.
That's what my mom says. Like I said, she's hey, you know what? PTSD. She was in the military.
Your mom said once they go black, they never go back.
Hey! Tell him, Ray. Tell him what you say, Ray. Tell him again.
Once they go black, they never go back, man. Moms know what it is. Give me some black babies up in here.
I feel bad for Prince Harry because he likes his ice cream cone dipped in chocolate, it seemed like. So if something happened to Meghan, I think he's going back into that pool to get another one. I'm just saying, I don't think Prince Harry gonna go get him a white woman. I think he liked chocolate a little bit. You feel me?
2075, man. Royal family gonna be black than a motherfucker.
I'm saying. What you say, Tennessee? He liked the what?
He liked that warmth.
Yeah. We all do.
That's crazy. See what I'm talking about? Crazy. Last thing in this subject. In looking at this situation, right? And I did a little bit of research. I read an article, and it was talking about how Meghan Markle in the UK now is viewed as the Yoko Ono of this generation. Now, if y'all don't know who the Yoko Ono is the Asian lady who was married to one of the Beatles, and she, quote unquote, they say that she was the reason why the Beatles broke up, right? So she's shunned and all of that in the UK because people are upset with her because they feel like she made the Beatles break up. Is Meghan Martin the new Yoko Ono for this generation?
No. I don't think so. Like, he left that royal family. Like, obviously, it's more than no. That's ridiculous. Listen. Everybody wants to blame everybody else for everything. That's all it is. They need to point the finger at somebody for something.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Anybody else on this topic? Anything else? Comments in the group. I appreciate y'all going up with us in the group. Y'all going crazy. Mike Owens, Mike Burris, Brandy Thompson. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are going up in the chat right now. Shout out to Miss CC. You know what I'm talking about? I see you, CC. Brian Cook, what up, family? Everybody in the comments going crazy. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for timing in. Y'all watching us this Sunday morning. We appreciate y'all. Let's go to your New Year's check-in, Mr. Ray Son. How your New Year's been thus far?
Oh, it's been dope. I didn't do shit on New Year's Eve, but for New Year's I went to the Raiders game. We lost once again, but it was a hell of a game. Man. It was a hell of a game. I ain't got no resolutions. You know what I'm saying? Same old thing.
What can I'm gonna ask you something because we in Vegas. You know, you a football head like I'm a football head. What the hell they doing with Carr, bro? Why they do that dumbass shit?
I mean, I'm ready to get rid of him too. So sit him, give that rookie Stitham some time. You know what I'm saying? See what he can do. He did his thing. He did his thing. You want to keep Carr?
Bro, the only real consistent or positive on the Raiders is Carr.
Carr is stuck. Carr can't. We need a mobile quarterback. We need a young mobile quarterback that can do some things. You know what I'm saying? They talking about bringing Tom Brady here. Damn Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Give us Lamar Jackson. Yeah, hell yeah. But get Carr going and give us a new defense and let's work on it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this question and we're gonna leave this alone. You say we need a mobile quarterback, which means somebody ain't blocking up front. So shouldn't we be saying that we need a better offensive line before we say we need a mobile quarterback? Because the man Carr has produced Pro Bowl numbers for 3 or 4 years in a row. We can't be talking about Carr. It can't be all Carr.
Nah, it's the squad. I mean, but the Raiders have been going through so much turmoil. You know what I'm saying? From losing wide receivers to the coach saying what he said, tweeting what he said. You know what I mean? We've been through so much turmoil, and it's not just that we had other drunk driving players on the team. So it's just the team is fucking up. The team is fucking up, period. I'm still saying get rid of Carr. We still need a new.
I mean,
yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
And revamping the defense. And revamping the defense, because every week we're putting the numbers up, but we're not stopping nobody. You know what I'm saying? We're not stopping nothing on the opposing team.
Lastly, I'm gonna say this about them Las Vegas Raiders, and y'all know I support my Las Vegas Raiders. I am an Eagles fan.
Same here.
But I support my Las Vegas Raiders. My problem that I have with the Raiders right now, and if you really do some research and you really mess with football, pay attention to the Raiders. I want to say the last 4 years, their number 1 draft picks are no longer on the team. I want to say the last 3 years, their number 2 draft picks are no longer on the team. So this is not a Carr situation to me. This is an organization situation to me. This is a GM situation to me. This is a owner situation to me. You understand? And then you brought in that boy Adams so he could play with Carr. It's the only reason why he's here. And then you bench Carr.
Right.
What makes you think that Adams is coming back next year? He's not. So it's going to get a lot uglier before it ever get prettier. That I promise. But let's move on. We're going to talk about this subject. My man Ray Son brought this subject to the panel. So we're going to do a little something with this because I definitely want to talk about this. I'm excited about this one. So let me pull everybody off of here real quick. And this is what we're going to do. Check this out.
Shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because you just
Go ahead.
You disrespect him. It's just so. You know what? It's beneath your
you
dignity.
You disrespect me to support him.
No, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player who ever played your game, and it's by far.
Have at it.
Okay,
Take off, bro.
I'm going to have at it because I'm going to have at you because what happened yesterday?
you do is go back and talk about when he was a rookie and won 7 games. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about because I got the floor. Baker Mayfield is dead last in 2022 in QBR.
Blah, blah,
He's
blah.
dead last. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. He's 57.8. He's 33rd in completion percentage. You going to let me talk? Because that's what you do.
If you'll stay on point on questions.
You never stay on point.
Okay, I'm about to stay on point.
You're not going to get on point until I'm done talking.
Okay, all right.
That's right.
Spew all your hate.
I'm going to spew it
your
all.
Baker hate. Spew it.
I'm going to let the world know exactly what he is.
Oh, you have 4 Twitter followers.
Don't worry about Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
You talk about Twitter, and we come out here and discuss topics that you tweeted. So don't give me about that Twitter stuff. You can talk about my followers all you want, but I got to.
I want to talk about Skip and Sharp. Skip and Shannon Sharp, Hall of Famer football player, one of the best tight ends to ever play the game. And Skip Bayless, a media dude who's been doing it for a long time. Can't say Skip Bayless is in the media Hall of Fame. I don't know that, but I don't think he is. I need us to talk today about how this man continuously disrespects Shannon Sharp. Ray Son, I'm going to let you start this thing.
Man, I'm wondering how long is the show going to go? You know what I'm saying? Is it every week that I watch the show every Monday? Well, try to watch it Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? Skip ass is wilding every motherfucking week. If he's not disrespecting the players, now he's disrespecting Shannon. I think Shannon needs to flip that table over and beat his motherfucking ass one goddamn time. Skip is showing his privilege. Skip is showing his privilege. I know it's his show. You know what I'm saying? It's both their show, but it's more, you know what I'm saying? Skip brought that thing to light. Skip brought Shannon in. But Skip is going way too far. You know what I'm saying? That disrespect is just crazy right now.
I think that Skip is very biased. I mean, and Shannon can be biased. When it comes to LeBron, Shannon be hella biased when it comes to LeBron. But I think Skip is hella biased about anybody he likes. It don't matter who it is. Shannon, I mean, Skip is he's gonna be biased about everybody. And he gets to the point where he's willing to disrespect Shannon to prove his point. It's looking like a very toxic relationship to me right now. My mind, what you got?
Yeah. I think Skip wants to fuck Tom Brady. I'm sorry. But the way that he is so on his ball, like I swear, like he's just everything is Tom Brady this and Tom Brady that. And I don't even watch TV, so I'm just saying, like the way that he's on him like that, he's so biased towards Tom Brady. And you guys know that I'm a big UFC girl. Put Skip and Shannon in the ring. Let them battle it out. I'll watch that shit all day. Fuck Jake Paul. I'll watch that shit all day.
Oh boy!
You put Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp in a ring with some boxing gloves on. Skip Bayless' old ass gonna get murdered in there. We're gonna be talking about Skip Bayless in the hospital. What you talking about? We don't want to do that.
Right. Immediately.
Shannon Sharp will beat the dog shit out of Skip Bayless.
Right.
I'm just saying, make it more official.
Skip ain't lifted a weight since he was
table over
30.
and beat his ass.
No. Skip is in shape. Skip is definitely in shape. Skip is definitely, you know what I'm saying? He's in shape for whatever, however it is. I don't know if he can fight, but he's definitely in shape.
Right. Okay. Thank you. That's where I'm going with it, bro. Is he in fighting shape or I can walk around shape? There's a difference. There's a difference in shapes. That's all I'm saying. It's a difference in shapes. You know what I'm talking about? There's a difference. There's a difference in shapes. I don't want to hear that he's in shape. Talking about he gonna fight somebody. He ain't gonna fight Shannon Sharp.
Listen.
He ain't fighting Shannon. He ain't in Shannon Sharp fighting.
Let them do their thing. Put them in the ring. Let them do their thing. And then after that, I'm gonna slip them my card for legacy and be like, "Come live over here."
Right. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that.
Right, that part.
Mr. Cowboy is in the building. What up, Cowboy? What's happening, bro?
What's good?
Cowboy, what's happening?
We on the topic of Skip and Shannon, dog. What you think about this Skip and Shannon shit?
Skip need his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
One good time. Slap, a good slap.
Just straight up disrespectful, bro. That's just the wrong shit he said about the cat from Buffalo, man. It was just the wrong time. So I just feel like he needs his ass whooped for real, straight up and down. It just wasn't fair.
I kind of agree with Ray's son. He might be showing his privilege, right? He might be showing that privilege a little bit.
Yeah.
That tweet. I don't know if y'all know about that tweet, but that tweet, I was like, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, huh?
He got a set of nuts, though. He got a set of nuts.
Right. The
Ray
tweet
son, you know
sparked it all.
He might can fight though. That might be why he act like he act. He might can fight. He might undercover can fight because he be doing some shit where I might have to fight somebody for this.
No, cut it out. He can't
He's definitely in shape though. I don't know if y'all seen, but Skip is definitely fit. You know what I'm saying? He's muscular and you know what I'm saying?
That's the BBL.
Oh, he went got the BBL. He got the BBL ass.
Oh,
BBL chest. That's crazy. I was thinking about going to see the doctor next week, give me some new abs put in and shit.
Oh shit, you're going to get a Bandman Kevo.
Somebody will get my shit right. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to have a hot boy summer. You know what I'm talking about? Go get my abs put in.
That part.
Yeah, but no, I think go ahead.
So Skip put out the insensitive tweet the night that Hamlin got hurt, right? He came on the show that Monday and danced all around that tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like he came on the show and he was so sincere with his conversation about Hamlin, but the tweet did not come up. So when Shannon came back on Tuesday morning and Shannon brought up the tweet, Skip was like, oh shit, I didn't think we were gonna bring that up. Shannon was like, hell nah. So yeah, that's crazy.
But he also said, bro, he also said Shannon was like, I'm hoping after we have this conversation, you might take that tweet down. And he definitely said, I'm not taking the tweet down.
Right.
I stand by what I said. So that let me know in that moment, he was sincere about that tweet. And it didn't matter if they was on TV or not. I'm not changing shit I said. Right. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Straight up. That's unbelievable. Anybody else? You got anything else on that, Cowboy, Ray Son, Tennessee, Mama? Anybody got anything?
I do think that is the best sports show on television. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Mike Owens in the comments says Skip should have never left First Take. He thought the grass was greener on the other side. Yeah. He all that yelling, he couldn't deal with Stephen A. and all that yelling. But Shannon Sharp is a whole different beast when it comes to you know what I'm saying, the conversation. And Shannon Sharp represents the black man and the black people better than the other cat, Stephen A. Smith. I think so, in my opinion.
I ain't gonna comment on it. I'm just gonna give you one of these.
Represents the black perspective a little better.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Here's a couple questions for y'all. No, real talk though. Real talk. I'm gonna give you a couple questions on this topic, and then we're gonna go somewhere else with it. Is there an undertone to this? I've been trying to kind of watch it. And even before the shit hit the fan, right? Even before the shit hit the fan, some of the conversations Skip and Shannon would have, it would make me feel like there was an undertone to it, something else to it. You feel me? Do y'all believe there's an undertone to it?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. I know we're talking about Skip's, his privilege showing, but I don't think so. I mean, Skip has been in this business and dealing with African Americans and people of color for probably 50 years now. I don't think it's an undertone. I just think he feels how he feels about that Hamlin situation, about Tom Brady, and what he's stuck on. Tom Brady is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. We can't say that. But
facts.
I don't feel an undertone of racism.
Here's another question. Is this going to be the last season? Based on what we're seeing right now, will this be the last season for Skip and Shannon?
I think so.
No.
I think so.
Mama, you say no. Why not?
I say no because that conflict makes for great TV, and so the more people that tune into that because they're waiting to see is there going to be some shit that's going to happen. It's just that's the same reason why Jerry Springer was on for so long or whatever. It makes for more viewers. So I don't think it will
Better
be. And
TV.
If you pay somebody
I agree. That's my next question to you. My next question to you is this made for the media? Is this media promo? Is this a way that they getting us to chime in and type into the show every week? Because, the drama, the toxicity. I got to go back and see if it's about to blow up. Shit might get bad right now.
In your comments, Mike Owens just said Skip picked Shannon to be his sidekick. I don't understand the disrespect. I think he picked him as a sidekick because he knew he wasn't going to be quiet. I think that's a part of the reason why you picked some of us is because you knew that we had a voice and that we would come with our opinion. So that's why I say I don't think it'll be the last.
But we also, the difference in the situation you just mentioned, Mama, I'm not sitting on the show disrespecting y'all, you know what I'm saying? Or playing down your accolades or saying who you are and who you not, or saying to you, Miss Mama, I put you on the show, but I would have rather had this person because they're better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's Ray Sun say it all the time. There's levels to this shit. To this shit. And when you on top floor looking down, making comments that Skip's making right now, it starts to. You can look at Shannon Sharp's face sometimes and see he be like, "I'm over this shit."
That's why I said I don't think
I'm over this shit.
I don't think he can take no more. I don't think Shannon can take no more. That's why I said I don't think it'll last because he's done disrespected him so many times. Shannon's a strong-minded, individual. And I don't think he would take that too much. Plus, he'd get his own show. Shannon would get his own show. I would think so.
He already got his own podcast.
See, that's what I'm saying.
He already got his own podcast, and that goes up. His podcast is going up and all that, brother. So I wouldn't be surprised that if at the end of this year's season that there's going to definitely be some consideration of Shannon Sharp and his own show.
Right.
But then my last statement on this topic, and then we're going to do your New Year's check-in, Cowboy. My last comment on this topic is, after seeing the way Skip dealt with Shannon, and Shannon is one of the most revered athletes that's in media, period, who gonna work with Skip next?
Tom Brady.
What black man is gonna decide to sit down and be like, yo, I want to be your co-host? Who gonna do that? Right. Because I don't see no long line of people that's going to line up if Shannon step away and be like, okay, I'm next. Yeah, right. No, I might end about to beat Skip ass. I don't want to get on that show. And who's revered more than Shannon Sharp? I'm just being honest. Like, when we talk about this man's character, like, who holds a place as high as Shannon Sharp as an ex-NFL athlete in media?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if
nobody really.
Richard Sherman put him in check. Richard Sherman is a strong-minded person who could probably get on there and handle his shit.
Rich Sherman gonna get fired because in the first week he gonna cuss Shannon the fuck out, and it's gonna be all bad.
Skip.
He might even call Skip a nigga. He might be like, my nigga, what you talking about? He might like that might even happen.
Right.
I think
there's a lot of cats that could fill that seat. You know what I'm saying? Steve Smith, one of them, the ex-wide receiver. There's a lot of cats that are good, opinionated sports analysts that be popping in and out of these different shows. But would somebody want to sit out? I think somebody would try it, but man, Skip is a lot to deal with. So how long would it last? Probably not long.
Bro, I know Steve Smith personally. Played against him at Utah, all of that. Steve is not gonna be sitting in front of Skip Bayless and letting Skip say some of the shit that Shannon's saying. I mean, that Shannon's taking. I'm just being honest.
Right.
I'm just being honest. My man Steve is not gonna do that, bro. He will go. But listen, Steve ain't Steve. Listen, you know Steve from the hood, for real,
Right.
for real. He is not. No. I hear what you're saying. He's definitely a good analyst. Definitely good in media right now, but he ain't. That's not. I don't think he would ever sit down at that seat and be like, "Yo, I'm good with that." Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. I'll let you finish it up, Ray Son, since this was your topic. Anything else you want to put on it?
No, I'm still a fan of the show, so I'm tuned in all the time. Yeah, I mean that's my number one show, so I'm tuned in. Let them talk their shit because it keeps me tuned in. So, out.
I'm definitely feed off the plate of toxicity. I definitely be there watching it. Like, what's gonna happen? You feel me?
What's gonna happen this morning?
Ooh, what's gonna happen? I know Shannon gonna come in. He mad from last show. It's gonna be cracking. You feel me? Let's talk about this last one. Cowboy, give us your New Year's check-in, brother. How was your New Year?
Straight. Can't complain. You know. At first, it turned out a little bad. All the electricity that I was staying with just went out on me. But all in all, you know, with the family, it was good. So we just make sure that this year coming up is a little better. I mean,
so you got that snow coming. That snow been falling on y'all though, huh?
It ain't the snow, it's the air, man. It's like Antarctica at this moment. For real. For real. Like, it's cold, bro. It's never been as cold here, ever, that I know of. So it's just, and then going.
It's starting to feel like that. It's starting to feel like that in Vegas too, for real.
Been in DC where it was warm. It was warm in DC this weekend, and I was like, it's crazy. Come back here, so we coming off the flight.
When it's warmer in DC than it is in Kentucky, that's a problem.
Yeah, it looks cold here, bro. For real.
Tell me what you was doing in DC this weekend. What you was doing?
Man, we went and watched the fight, man. Javante Davis fight.
Hey, you went to go see that boy Tank, huh?
It was pretty lit. It was real lit. It was real.
Yeah, he's a monster for real, for real. That dude is a monster for real.
Right.
Let me anybody got to say before we get out of here today? You feel me? I want to get all your input before we get out of here today. Go ahead.
What was going on at the fight in the stand?
I'm saying there was a fight. I guess I don't really know the details. I do know that Meek Mills and his whole camp kind of like squashed everything. So I don't know if it was him and his camp involved with something, but it was a lot of celebrities there last night, and they were just in full force. So we don't know where we were sitting at. All we could see was Meek Mill and his whole camp getting escorted or like moving people out of the way, whatever. But it got handled. Yeah. Went on with the fight, so everything was good. Okay. Everything was good. Okay. No real drama. It was a little couple tramples, but you know, everything. Everything was good. Shouldn't have been done that. Bullshit, for real.
Let's talk about this before we get out of here today. This is the second to last episode of the season 2. The next episode y'all gonna catch will be on the 22nd. I can't tell y'all what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a surprise, but I'm telling y'all gonna see it and be like, yo, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. You know what I'm talking about? I definitely want to tell everybody thank y'all, because this has been an awesome season. Absolutely a great season. The Roundtable season 1, I thought that was cool. We were building something. Season 2 has set the standard and the bar. So you already know for season 3, we're gonna have to go up for real. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm super proud of my guest panel. Well, I'll go into it more in our last episode, so I don't want to give too much away. But I want my guest panel to tell everybody again on this episode. Tell everybody we said peace.
Peace.
Deuces.
Yo, man, I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. This round table thing is unbelievable, man. Y'all don't know how excited I get every Sunday to do this podcast with my peoples, man. And I think Miss Marmite was correct. the reason why I picked the guest panel that I picked is because everybody has their own opinions, very strong opinions, very opinionated, and can speak and advocate for themselves. I didn't want no yes men. I didn't want no yes women. I wanted people to get on here and give their true opinions on whatever topic we was talking about from different standpoints. That's why it's called the round table. When we sitting at this thing, everybody speaks equally. Everybody's opinion matters. You heard me? It's been an awesome season. I can't wait to see y'all in our final episode. Thank y'all again for being here with us, man. Y'all know what it is. Your man, Ram Black, and on behalf of my guest panel, the wonderful guest panel that I have, probably the best guest panel in podcasts that I've seen. I'm going to say it. If you're mad, I don't care. It just is what it is. You heard what I said? We doing what we do. Thank y'all again for being here with us, man. And we out of here. You heard me? We are Crown Republic Entertainment LLC, and this is the Roundtable Podcast. Ski!